Hi, I'm Bridget Price.
And I'm Lauren Kemp.
And this is Entrepreneurs in Progress. We're back again with another short. And this time we're going to talk about our progress from end of year one in our businesses to now in our businesses and where we currently stand. We'll probably talk about numbers and our philosophies around our businesses from year one to year now and discuss what we think, how we might feel in the next year or so. So let's jump in. So Lauren, where are you guys respectively now in your second year of business versus year one?
Sure. So year one, our goal was just to survive, make enough money to support both of us, not having to go, get corporate jobs. Mm-hmm. And we accomplished that, which was great. Mm-hmm. And we actually ended up hiring our first employee. I've talked about that quite a bit. At the end of year one, we had brought in like $227,000 of revenue, which was very exciting.
I have to pause on that. Sorry. That is so amazing. To make $250,000 nearly in the first year. That is amazing. Just
thanks.
have to say that because that's so dope.
And so here we are, month 8 within year 2. So things that have changed, we're no longer just trying to survive. We're trying to thrive and grow our, revenue, grow our business and scale beyond just me and Brian. We did have to just recently let go of our employee. Just didn't have enough work and consistency. There are a lot of reasons, but that was a bummer compared to the excitement of it in year one. But you fail and you grow and you try, and you fail and you grow and you try.
Yep, absolutely.
But on the positive side, we have already made more revenue than we did last year. And we still have like almost half a year to go. So that is super exciting. Obviously, we have not hit, I guess it's not obvious, but we have not hit the same amount of profit as last year yet. And I do want to make that distinction because, again, we're throwing out these revenue vanity metric numbers. So we made more revenue than last year, but we have not made more profit yet. We're getting there. And I think we will end up making more profit. But yeah, so that's the difference between year one and year 2 for us.
Yeah.
How about you guys, Bridget?
Year one, it's weird. We started in October of 2017. So it's like we had some, I guess we consider that year one, but I'm going to go to our first full calendar year, which was January 2018 through December.
That's what I did.
2018. So that year we grossed $100,000 and we were happy with that number once we saw it on screen and in QuickBooks and everything like that. And we're like, wow, we pulled in $100,000 in our side business at the time because we were both still working full time. And like, we're super excited to see how much this grows year 2 and beyond. And so the great thing about that is I think reflecting on that in December 2018, that's one of the first times I thought, okay, like this is a legit business. We need to work on growing this thing and we want to improve our margins. We actually had a profit that year. It was like $10,000. So we didn't lose any money. But so that to me, that was like, okay, like this is something that can turn into something. And now we are currently in year 4 and technically about to end our full year 3. But we have also surpassed what we earned so far in 2019. Or I'm sorry, 2020. Nice. So so we're 8 months in and we're surpassed what we made in 2020, which is awesome. And we still have 4.5 months to go. So I'm super excited to what that means. And we're heading into our peak season. So I'm optimistic. With regard to our philosophies around the business, I've gotten more insight as to what Marcus wants to do and what his plans are. And he wants to eventually open different locations. And I'm okay with that. So I didn't think I would be. But no, us figuring out this beast, I guess, has really helped us in terms of confidence. And we've learned a lot from our mistakes. We still make mistakes, but we feel better about going about solving them, handling them. We are now hyper focusing. I feel like year 4 will be the year of numbers. Like we've always been focused on our numbers, but now that both him and I are in this full time, like Marcus is not working anywhere else. I'm not working anywhere else. Like we're really going to be hard on our margins and wanting to meet those specific goals. And I feel like it's a lot easier for us to do that now because we know what our baseline is. Our baseline right now is $60,000 a month. So we know for the most part, that's what we're going to make each month. Yeah. We're trying to get to the 8333. 83,333. But we know now, like, our new baseline, $60,000 a month. Like, what can we take home from that consistently? And how can we just really tighten our margins? I have a feeling we'll see. I mean, we talked about uncertainty. We don't know what the hell is going to happen in the next 4 months and the way these last couple of years have been going. We don't know. But if things maintain or stay consistent, I do think we'll hit our 83,333 by year's end. And so that would set us up for 2022 to be at a million-year run rate. So that's our ultimate goal. And anything after that is
super exciting.
I hope it happens. We'll see. Anything over that will be icing on the cake. But if that can be our new baseline, that sets us up for so many different things. And not only will we be tight on our margins, we'll, again, continue to foray into other businesses, opening other locations and things like that. So we'll see where we are December-ish.
Nice.
So
that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I wish I could predict what year 3 holds for us, but we are not as consistent yet. We're still working on that consistency. And I tell Brian, I'm so envious of Made Easy and your recurring customers. You have recurring memberships, and that makes such a huge difference when you start out a month already at the beginning of the month with 20 or 30,000. What are you guys up to right now in a recurring revenue?
Yeah. So last month was a new goal, or I don't know, something we hit, but we were consistently between 25 and 30,000 a month. Then we creeped up to 35,000 at the beginning of each month. And last month we hit 40,000 of the month. So I was like, holy crap, we have $40,000 in sales already, and it's the first day of the month. Yeah. That's comforting in the sense of, okay, like, we know we have at least this to work with. What do we need to do to either grow, tighten things up? And we were just like you guys, like, it wasn't consistent in the beginning, and we were nervous, and we were like, holy crap, what are we going to do? Like, how do we get to this number? Like, but you will continuously creep there. It's a creep game. And sometimes some people can springboard there and they'll stay there and they'll still grow pretty slowly. But you'll get to a point where you'll be able to consistently predict those monthly numbers. And that makes, I think, all the difference with businesses like ours. Like, again, you can plan, you can forecast better.
Yeah. You can hire and know that you have a certain amount and you'll be able to have that covered. Like,
exactly.
I can't wait until we get to that point.
Yeah. And that was the biggest thing. Because for me, I was turned on, and this is my new business development background, but I was always turned on by new sales. So in our dashboard, we'd see how much we generating new sales, and Mark's like, yeah, I know that's not the number you want to be looking at. You want to look at our recurring customers, and that was pretty low. And I was like, ooh, like, we have 10% recurring customers, and we really, to get to our sweet spot, we need to be like 60-70% recurring, and we're currently at 70%. He's right, it makes all the difference. It's the predictability, it's knowing what's coming, and I'm not so turned on anymore by new sales. I love seeing those emails come through, like someone's booked or whatever. That number isn't as important as the recurring services because you can predict things.
Yeah, that's what Brian's, when we've been talking about the business lately, he's saying the future and growth of our business is going to be on repeat business, not trying to acquire new customers over and over again. So we've got to figure out how to make a system or a process that enables us to handle the repeat business, and we're able to hire for the more advanced type of projects and figure out how we can do it that's value-based, or is it going to be hourly based? Who knows? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I think that with your experiences with agencies, it's why people force companies to sign a contract at least a year, hold them on retainer, that type of thing, because you need that predictability to hire people and make moves.
I know that's another thing that we had been adamant against is, to not lock ourselves or our customers into a year-long contract. We wouldn't even do a 3-month contract. We've done month to month, and I wonder if that's going to be one of those things that we have to revisit again. There's probably a reason that all these agencies are doing it the way that they have been. I still think that there's a better way, but maybe you can't force it. Maybe this is what businesses expect too out of agencies. So
right,
we're gonna figure it out, but we'll try to see what happens.
Yeah, I imagine that they want flexibility, especially in this day and age with all this uncertainty and turmoil going on. They don't want to be locked into anything, but it's really hard for businesses like you and Brian to scale appropriately and predict and forecast what you need.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. I think it's always important, like I've mentioned before, to always reflect back on how far we've come, where we were, because even though you guys have experienced some slower months, like to still know that you made more than you did last year already, it can only go up from there, and it will. And I know it's hard because sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but it will. If you guys stay the course, make some slight tweaks, do what you have to do as necessary, though that will continue to pay off. So I'm looking forward to this conversation in season 3 to see where we left off. But thanks for listening, all. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, all the things. Connect with us on LinkedIn, and then follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, of course. Yeah. But until next time, thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Bridget.